If you're thinking about moving to Orlando, there is a very good chance that you've already heard about Lake Nona. So I'm sure you know it's newer, it's clean, and it's marketed as the future of Orlando. And on paper, it makes a lot of sense, but what you may not hear about is why some people are already leaving because they hate it here. And it's not because the homes are bad or the area is unsafe, but it's because the reality of living there just doesn't match what they expected. Relocated here from Illinois, I was guided towards certain areas because of the reputation. But since then, I've seen what happens after people move. And if you want to avoid relocating twice after you get here, like I did, you need to understand this before you choose Lake Nona. I just want to take a second and introduce myself. My name is Chandra, and I help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate right here in the Orlando area. So if you're looking to make a move, I would love to help. Now, this is not a Lake Nona is bad video. For the right person, it could be a great fit. But Lake Nona is very specific. And the people who leave usually didn't understand the whole trade-offs up front. So I'm going to walk you through the main reasons people end up moving out so you can decide honestly whether this area fits your lifestyle and you want to move in. Well, the first reason that people leave is traffic, specifically along Narcoossee Road. Now, to be clear, this isn't happening in isolation. Part of the congestion people experience today is related to the growth and construction that's extending south towards St. Cloud and Osceola County. Yeah, new neighborhoods are being built and more residents are commuting north and south every day. So no, this isn't the only traffic pattern that Lake Nona has ever known. But here's what matters. Even without construction, Narcoossee Road has like built-in limitations. The whole area over there, the traffic primarily runs north and south, and expansion options are extremely restricted because of the wetlands of the conservation land. So you have a limited ability to widen the roads. So what people are actually feeling is demand outpacing the capacity. And that's why traffic doesn't feel temporary. What surprises buyers is how quickly this impacts their daily life. You have commutes that stretch longer than expected, errands take more time than expected, and you just simply have to plan to get somewhere. At first, you could tolerate it because everything is new. But once routines settle in, that friction becomes harder to ignore. Traffic alone usually isn't enough to make someone leave, though. But when traffic combines with the cost, that's when regrets start showing up. The second reason people leave Lake Nona is the cost to live here, and this goes beyond the purchase price. The homes are already priced on the higher end. In fact, the median home price is $780,000, which is quite a bit higher than Orlando's average. But not only are you paying more for a home, it also comes with all the other fees. So many of the communities include your HOA fees, CDD fees, and just ongoing assessments over time. Individually, these may not feel overwhelming, but added all together, they will have you reconsidering. Now, when buyers are paying premium prices plus recurring fees, you would at least expect daily life to feel premium, right? And did I mention houses are on top of each other? We'll talk about that in a minute, though. So when cost is high, people become less tolerant of the inconvenience. The traffic feels worse, driving everywhere feels heavier, the small frustration just feels larger. And this isn't about affordability alone, it's just about whether the lifestyle matches your price tag. And the third reason people leave is density. Homes in many of the Lake Nona communities are built very close together. The lots are tight. The neighborhoods feel compressed, and on paper, that may not seem like a big deal, but for many buyers, especially those that are coming from out of state, it feels very different once they actually start living here. People often expect newer communities to feel more open and spacious. Instead, what surprises them is just how close the homes actually are. You have less privacy, more noise, less separation between neighbors, and you have to hope that you really love your neighbor. When you combine tight spacing with higher prices and ongoing fees, people start questioning whether the lifestyle actually matches what they thought they were buying. And that's usually when people begin looking elsewhere. Now, this doesn't mean Lake Nona is the wrong choice. It works well for buyers who want newer construction, prioritize proximity to the medical city, and they're comfortable with density or preferred structure master plan living. For those buyers, it could absolutely make sense. However, if you value space, privacy, multiple commute options, and lower daily friction, then this is where people often realize after the move that Lake Nona wasn't aligned with how they actually live. And that's why some people end up leaving, because they didn't have the full picture of Lake Nona. Lake Nona isn't wrong, it's specific. And when people move there because of the hype instead of the fit, that's usually when regrets will show up. So if you're planning a move to Orlando and you want help choosing an area that actually fits your lifestyle and not just what the marketing is showing you, that's exactly what I help buyers do. So please feel free to reach out to me. My number is in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video.